Same. Okay. So, do you have any random questions for me before we start? Anything you want to talk about? Discuss?
Well, I guess I had a couple questions. My first one would be, like, how do you approach laser?
Okay, just in general?
Yeah, just in general, like, when you're, I guess it depends on the character. Right?
Yeah, of course.
But, like, when you're in a game, in a match, like, how are you thinking? Like, how am I going to play neutral?
I don't think about it while I'm playing, I think about it before I'm playing.
Okay.
That's the first thing. It's not like in the moment I'm trying to figure out what on earth I'm supposed to do. It's like I've already thought about everything and how I'm going to approach the matchup and stuff.
Okay.
So that's note number one. And I've told that to a lot of people coming to me today. It's like, you got to think about things beforehand. In the moment, it's way too hard to think of everything.
Yeah, no.
So that's first of all. I mean, if in general for neutral, I mean, it's really dependent on the matchup, but it comes down to like, how you, the neutral game probably mostly comes down to how you can threaten your opponent. So like each character has a different way of threatening the opponent, and you have to give them incentive to threaten you in different ways, and by threatening them, you give them incentive to avoid those threats, and then based on the different spacings and timings you can bait out, you either get more or less of an advantage. I mean, yeah, that's very general, but yeah.
Yeah, alright. And then what is your practice regimen like? You use like 20XX and use different scenarios.
I think that's a good idea to do. I don't do it because when I learned the game, I didn't have 20XX, so like most of my practice isn't on that. But I mean, for example, you have Lindy in the state. I mean, he's like a 20XX god.
Yeah.
He knows like everything about it. So like, you have resources for sure. I definitely recommend using 20XX a lot. As far as what to practice though, I think it should largely come from your gameplay. Like, watch yourself play and then ask yourself, like, what do I need to work on? Like, you have a lot of Fox players who, for example, sit there grinding their ledge dashes and they're bad at up throw combos. And you know, like, I think up throw combos are more important than ledge dashes. So it's like, essentially what you practice should be a direct result of like what you take from your gameplay that you need to work on. And I mean, you can have a routine, but that routine very much depends on your skill level. So like, you know, if later on you want to show me a VOD of yourself, and we can talk about what you're weak at, and then we can come up with a practice routine for you. I mean, right now I'm full on lessons, so I can't take more people, but you get the idea.
No.
It's almost like, without having played you, I can't possibly tell you what your practice routine should be.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Sweet. Well, I guess...
Does that all make sense now?
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense.
Are there any matchups you want to play?
I am bad at the Falco matchup.
Okay. Does that mean you want to play the Falco matchup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a second, because I've been switching characters a lot.
Yeah, no issue. I thought you'd say something, maybe. My heart rate now. Okay, so let's talk about that match. What did you think of that match? Well, I get stuffed out by lasers a decent amount.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I got your controller on.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. If you just want to pay me after.
Alright, yes.
Yep.
Okay. So, what do you think?
So I get stuffed out by lasers. So like I've been working on movement out of my shield, especially. I get like my DI on X Smash is not bad.
Sure. Let's talk more general though. So like lasers, okay. Talk to me about lasers. Just go to FD because it's easier.
Yeah.
talk to me about laser. So what can you do if I'm just shooting you? So you know we're playing, you're just standing there, I'm just shooting away. Well, what can you do?
I can shield, I can full hop, come in drill.
What can you do right now? What's your plan, you know? What's your, see, remember, this is what I'm talking about. What's your plan for this?
Plan for this? Alright, well I can get out of the way, go above.
Okay, so let's see, it's easy for me to move out of the way. So you see, just going above is not really effective.
Yeah.
Because it takes you forever to fall. Like if you just try to go above, like how's that gonna work? But you can't just keep wave dashing at me either, right?
Yeah.
So something you're not considering at all is that you can just get hit by the laser and dash in between them. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so like you get hit. See, you can move much faster than shielding and wave dashing. You can move forwards and you can move backwards. So like, let's say if Falco's trying to aerial at you, you just run out of the way.
Okay.
Another thing that you don't do at all, you didn't mention at all, is power shielding. Power shielding helps.
Yeah.
You know, if you just power shield, can you power shield?
Yes, but very rarely.
So you're actually getting your light shield to come out, which I think is messing it up. Press it harder when you press it. Too early. Didn't press it hard enough. Okay, so maybe this is something you need to practice.
Yeah.
Right? We did maybe 20 lasers and you didn't hit one. So, you know, I mean, it's not easy to do every time. But let's say you can even do it a fifth of the time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that that's that much, right? 20%?
No.
But even just 1/5 of the time can disrupt the neutral game.
Yeah.
Another thing is when you dash forward, you can dash and jump towards me to close space. And that doesn't mean you have to attack me, but you can dash and jump forward. Because you're kind of just jumping straight up and down and then relying on your aerial drift. But you're not like Jigglypuff or Peach. You can't just jump and then get to me.
Yeah.
Which is why coming on top of me doesn't really work. You need to use your ground movement to get momentum.
Okay.
Does that all make sense?
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So those are some ideas you can at least try out, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try again. So power shielding. Also, you can use platforms to not attack me, but you can use the platform to dodge the lasers.
Yeah.
And then what you want to do is you want to run off and fast fall to the ground right after a laser passes through. So that way there's like a little bit of a gap until my next laser comes.
Yeah.
So imagine you jump to shield, jump to the platform, wait for a laser, run off, power shield a laser, wave dash forward, get hit by a laser, dash dance. Like you see how you can start doing all that? As opposed to just full hop, double jump, and just slowly
slowly
bunny
make my
hop
way
towards
over.
me. Yeah, it's not gonna work, you know? Oh, look at that power shield. There you go. Sorry, I jumped out too early. Do you know how to beat them? Talk to me about it.
So, I mean, I
If
know
I
I
just
can...
go like this, what can you do?
I know I can use the platform.
Okay.
Shield drop platform. Shield drop.
You don't even have to shield drop. You can just go like that. You can also shield and then just jump over them. Like, go down to the ground. And then just jump before it. No, jump before I laser.
I'll jump for it. Okay.
Yeah. So get closer a little bit. Like here. Yeah. Well, turn your back to me. Yeah, and then back here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you can also shield very close and then shine out a shield. Or crouch near the edge, either one. Try it. Between the lasers. Okay, wait, so are you trying to get hit or shield?
Shield.
Okay, so why are you light shielding?
So I have a bigger shield.
But do you need a big shield? Your shield already blocks the laser. I mean, right now it doesn't because you're shielding all the time. But light shielding, you know, light shielding puts you in more shield stun?
It does?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have
Oh,
that.
well, okay. Yeah, so like if you light shield right now, like here's an example. So here, shield regularly, and I'm gonna forward tilt your shield and try to move out. Okay. Okay, now light shield. Now move earlier when you do the hard shield. See how early that was?
Yeah.
You can even buffer it. Buffer your roll. So hard shield and then buffer roll. Okay. So that was light shield. Buffer. Yeah. So it's weird. Are you having trouble picking which shield you do?
Okay, so, like, how do I guess, buffer my
Buffer
shield?
roll?
Yeah.
Buffer roll with C-stick.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's okay, Sorry. Wait, so stop. So walk up in hard shield, this forward smash, and then use the C-stick. Hold the C-stick. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're holding shield, you can just hold the C-stick, and it'll just roll frame perfectly.
Okay.
So now you know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know you didn't know that. Cool. So anyway, so hard shield, I'm gonna forward smash and hold the C-stick. That's not a fully hard shield. Are you not? How do you shield?
Sometimes I don't press it in all the way.
Yeah, you have to actually press it in all the way. Wait, just hold shield right now. It's so weird watching you shield. There you, yeah. Press it down all the way.
Honestly, I just don't think I do it fast enough.
Yeah, you have to press it very fast. You can't because it's a trigger, right? You can't just slow it. You have to slam it down. So, okay, now light shield this time and watch what happens. You see how slow that was?
God, yeah.
That's how much extra shield stun you have.
Okay.
So anyway, that's a big deal. So anyway, try going close to the edge and shielding just like this, and then shine out a shield after the first laser. So it doesn't, just do some shines out of shield right now. Yeah, you can do like a high one. You don't have to be super frame perfect. You can just go like that. You know, like a nice and easy one. Okay, ready? Okay, so you don't have enough shield. Let's try again. So it seems like there's a lot of things that even if you knew how to beat them, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something you need to consider practicing more. It's making sure that you have enough character control to actually do the ideas you have.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then there's no even if you figure out what to do, you're not gonna be able to do it, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't just apply to this. This applies to have you ever done the situation where I laser you, and then you try to dash out of the way of an aerial, and dash dance grab it? Is that something you've considered before?
Yeah, no, actually.
Okay, well cool. Stand still. Okay, so I'm gonna laser you, and then just go like that. And I want you to dash dance grab it. Okay, ready? So see, you're missing the dash.
Yeah.
So then, how on earth are you supposed to punish a Falco aerial if you can't
Get the dash out of
Yeah, so these are things I would strongly. So you asked about practice routine.
Yeah.
I strongly recommend playing a match and then come up with ideas about what you want to do. And if you can't do them, then that's something to practice,
Yeah.
right? So you could practice dashing out of lasers, or maybe moving, jump, do a shine out of shield after I laser this. You're doing light shield again. Okay, so you're hitting it. So now do it over here. You're also a little close to the edge. I would stand a little further. Does that make sense? But you don't want to be super, super close. Okay, so see, you can't do it. So now let's do it from here. Shield. Okay, there you go. So you're just doing it too fast.
Yeah, they say I do a lot of things too fast. I'm not used to just, it's frame perfect. You have to be, if you act before you can actually act, then I try too fast sometimes.
Yeah.
Try to go too hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, do you see what I'm kind of getting at?
Yeah.
So these are things I strongly recommend you practice, because otherwise you're not going to... So try doing the Shogunate shield a little slower this time. Move back a little. Yeah, there, perfect. So right in between the first and the second music. So why are you spawn dodging? Do you know?
Because I'm pressing dodge too fast. So,
Okay.
like, because I'm trying to do...
But you don't have to do it super perfect. That's what I'm telling you. You can do it like kind of slowly. Like you can jump into the air. Literally think of it as like an aerial. Jump into the shower.
Okay.
You're still going way too fast. Do the down input much later. Yeah, see? It's not that hard. You're just going fast all the time. You're like super speed. Just slow it down. Yeah, you don't have to be frame perfect. Yeah, look.
There we go.
And also you light shield.
Yeah.
Which is gonna make it harder for you. Yeah, see? It's not that fast at all.
Yeah.
Or like here, try dashing out of the lasers. See, you're going way too fast. Too early. There you go. Yeah, right. There you go. Okay, see? So maybe a lot of your errors are like, you're just doing everything so fast. You're a speedster. So slow it down a bit. And then once you slow it down and learn the timings, it's going to be way easier for you to just play the game. I'm not surprised you told me you're bad at the Falco matchup, because Falco is a matchup where your timings matter a lot, because he's stopping you from doing things. So this is very common for like a lot of newer players, that when they fight Falco, they suck at it because they can't even move. But the reason you can't move is because you haven't just practiced moving. But you know, see how we even practiced it for a little bit and you're already way better at it, right? So let's not play the Falco matchup more, because I think right now a lot of your issues versus Falco are just moving around properly. So that's something you need to practice. So let's make good use of the time and work on some things. Is there another matchup you want?
Peach matchup.
Peach, sure. Do you know what time it started? Halfway?
Like 50.
3:50? Okay. They'll probably stop us at like 45, just because we keep running over. Yeah. Okay. Or not 45. Oh, wait, shit. I keep forgetting these are 30-minute sessions. Okay, so we have like 15, 20 minutes. Okay, Peach?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's see what you do.
Bye, guys.
Oh, yeah, how much is it?
So let's talk about what's happened so far. So what do you think of the first two songs?
First two stocks, I get caught in down smash a lot.
How? Okay, so more importantly than getting caught by down smash, how are you getting caught by down smash?
Main aerials, where I just don't help or cross cancel.
Okay, so maybe you shouldn't dare at me when I'm at very low percents.
Yeah.
Or at least if I'm on the ground. Maybe if I'm in the air, you can. If I'm on the ground, going for an air is really risky.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing.
I notice I do get like the DI for the down smash. Where would you go? Is it up okay, or just to get out quicker?
Yeah, some sort of up. But I wouldn't worry too much about how to get out, more like why are you getting down smash?
Yeah.
So what else is wrong?
So I noticed that we're just I overextended too much.
Okay. Why did you do that?
Because I want to. I guess I just want to be have a lot of pressure.
Okay.
I want to be able to pressure my opponent, make them feel like they need to be on the defensive.
Okay.
But I have also been realizing that that's not necessarily the way this way.
Yeah, that's not necessarily how melee works, right?
Yeah,
like you need to
exactly.
think about what, again, you need to think about what you're threatening me with and how I'm going to account for it. If I think you're just going to nair at me, I'm just going to wave dash away from you.
Yeah.
And then if you attack me, that's not you putting pressure, that's me just moving out of the way of your attack.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you were in a fight and someone just throws a huge punch and you just move out of the way, like you're off balance type of thing, you know? You can't just run up and try to hit me. It's not that simple. You need to think about what you're threatening me with and what I'm going to do about it, and then in turn what you can do about that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Also, you spammed up smash a lot. It didn't work very well.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
So why didn't it work?
Well, you were out of my range. I don't do it with a connect. I just kind of spam.
Why would you do that?
I have noticed that when Peaches hit her float and they come down with the forward air, okay.
Sometimes. But, okay, so try that. Ready? Okay, wait, stand still, stand still. Okay, ready? Okay, so I'm gonna come down with there. Try to beat it. Okay, ready? So what are you observing right now about trying to beat my fair with?
Doesn't really work.
Why not?
Because one, you can outspace me.
Sometimes, or it'll trade.
Or trade.
Two, maybe you don't know when I'm going to come down.
Yeah.
So what you're reacting to is, are you just reacting to me moving?
Yeah.
Or are you reacting to the fair startup frames? You know, like, so you have to ask yourself, why did you think up smash be fair? Well, it works sometimes, but then you have to ask yourself, am I just getting a big read on them? What am I reacting to? Is this even worth it if it hits versus if I get hit?
Yeah.
Also, a lot of the up smashes you did, I was just holding shield. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just punished out of shield every time. So like, again, I know up smash is the easiest way to kill Peach. So I'm gonna make sure you don't up smash me, right? So that sounds obvious, right?
Yeah.
But then in the moment, you're still up smashing, even though you know, like,
This is not good.
yeah, like I'm gonna. So what you have to do is force me into a situation where up smash is a good idea. For example, let's say you bait out a dash attack, you can use up smash to punish it.
Yeah.
Or let's say I'm very discouraged from shielding because my shield is very low, for example. Or maybe if I hold shield any longer and I'm sitting in the corner, then you could like, why up smash when you could just do like a really safe nair? Like let's say I'm at 50 in the corner, you run up and up smash. Well, that's not even better reward than nairing me, but nair is way safer than up smash. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So hopefully through talking, because you originally asked me, how do I think about neutral? Does talking about all these concepts kind of give you some ideas about
Yeah,
how,
just-
it's like, what are you reacting to? What are they accounting for? Is this in my threat range? What are they going to do about it, you know?
Yeah. So just kind of like deciding what's going to be safe, what's going to be. Because I mean, I used to think I heard you say that like putting out more moves doesn't necessarily mean it's unsafe. but
Yeah. It's not about,
it's-
it's about what you're doing and where and why and what it's beating, you know. If you think I'm going to wave dash back, there's a way to throw out a move to beat that. But then you have to ask yourself, is it worth throwing out that move? Because maybe if I don't wave dash back, I'm going to kill you for going for, you know. You have to think about risk reward and what I'm afraid of and what you're afraid of, you know. You have to watch out for dash attack, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you have to space outside of that, and like you have to start thinking about these things.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, just
So a lot of your gameplay right now, you're just kind of going for it. But you need to really think about why you would do these things.
yeah. No, for sure. That's kind of been like my transition so far. I kind of got out of the. I got all the tech skill.
Yeah, I mean, you have some tech skill. You can do
And
some stuff.
Once I'm getting more into like how I'm actually approaching neutral right now and how I want to play and how I want to do certain matchups.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so let's try this again. Ready? So just try to think about some of the stuff we talked about. all that time, right?
Yeah. Definitely felt a lot better. It was a little more safer, but
definitely safer.
I did a lot. Still did some of the unsafe airs.
And you got down smash for
Yep.
it, right? Also, did you notice I started dash attacking you a lot more?
Yeah.
So that's something is you were kind of waiting, but you were so far away, I wasn't scared of you hitting me. So I just ran all the way up to you. And then you didn't do anything about it. So one of the things is, you have two things you can do. One, you can play closer to me, so you can threaten the dash attack more. For example, if you're closer, you can shield or jump over it. Because I'm more encouraged to dash attack when you're close to me, because you might just try to hit me, right? So then the other thing is, if you're that far away and you're just shooting me up, right, with lasers, once I get closer, you have to like switch modes, right? So now I'm close enough to dash attack you, you have to do something about it, right? Otherwise I'm just gonna keep. So this is the whole threat thing I'm talking about. Oh, I'm in range to dash attack. So what are you gonna do about it? And right, that match you didn't really do anything, but now you can think about that, and now you can come up with a plan for it.
Yeah.
Or when you watch do you watch VODs of top players much?
Yes. No, I watch a lot.
Okay, so you watch a lot. If you watch Leffen fight Peach, how is it different than when you fight Peach?
He's a lot more careful, obviously.
Okay, so he's a lot more careful.
And a lot of my problem, I guess, and that's the one big problem I've been trying, is their punish game.
Okay.
When they land a hit, they take it as far as they can.
That's true. But I think for right now, you need to focus on definitely the more basic, just like moving around safely and stuff.
Yeah.
For punish game, I think a lot of it's just move choice though. Like, there's one time you baited it like a dash attack or a down smash, and you chose to nair it. But I was at 100. So what should you have done? Exactly. Or maybe running shine if you didn't have time to up smash, and you could wave shine me to up smash. So that's obvious now, but in the moment, if you don't have that in your head, Peach is at 100, she whiffs, I up smash her, then you're gonna do something random, and then it's not gonna work.
Knowing what my kill options are, it makes sense.
Let's try it again. Nice. Okay, stuff like that was really good. See, you waited out of range in case I dash attacked, right?
Yeah.
But what if you ran up and up smashed me? So I shielded. So then you took advantage of that and you got near me and you just spaced it back there. So do you see how much better a sequence like that is than like all the other stuff? That's a huge improvement. So doing stuff like that should be like what you're doing in neutrals.
Yeah. No.
What were you trying to do? Were you trying to back air or was it? Okay. But
Didn't work.
I'm at 0, I'm low to the ground, so even if you hit me, I'm just gonna land. You know, so it's like, why would you do that, right?
Old habits die hard.
What?
Die
Yeah.
hard.
But you see, like, there's just no reason to do it,
No,
right?
yeah.
And now you know that. But so now every time you do something like that, I want you to be like, wait, make sure when you do something, you have a good reason to do it, you know?
Yeah.
And I know that sounds obvious, but lots of people don't have good reasons for what they're doing. And that's a perfect example, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So you got hit, I was just crouching, right? And then you jumped into it, right?
Yep.
So what happened here? You got close enough to threaten me, so I reacted to you being close enough to threaten by just down smashing. But what if you got close enough to threaten me and then just didn't do it? I still would down smash because I see you close enough. Does that make sense? So that's the concept of threat range. It's like you're close enough to hit me, I react to it somehow, and then you do something about how I react to it.
Okay.
So you could have easily baited that, but instead you just were like, oh, you're there, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have to like approach.
Yep.
Just my
threat of
presence
you, yep,
is a threat.
Yep.
Okay.
Next person, who is it? Who is the next person? Oh, it's you?
He said it's been 30 minutes, right?
You guys get your 30 minutes in?
I don't know actually.
I mean, it's 4:20.
Okay, and you said we started at about 15.
Yeah.
Okay, then sure. Okay, so ending thoughts though. Does all that stuff make sense to you?
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense.
Do you feel okay about it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any questions about it, let me know. But like, hopefully you got the idea at least. And it's going to be a work in progress. You're not just going to instantly fix it.
Yeah.
But I think even within just a week's time, you can make it so that all your decisions at least have a good reason for them.
Yeah.
Even if they're not the best reason, just make sure you have a decent reason.
Yep.
Like that one aerial you did, you know there's
there's
no point.
No.
So just maybe a week or two from now, you could find yourself, all your decisions, at least you have a reason. It doesn't matter how good. Just make sure it's like a decent reason.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no
it.
problem. Hope you're happy with it.
Oh, I'm very happy.